Hello everyone, this is Jake from Jake's Scary Unusual. In today's story, we're going to be going over an unusual, disturbing park story. It is a local story that happened a long time ago, but you guys are definitely going to want to stick around till the end of this video and see what happens. Viewers' discretion is advised, I must say that. It definitely is a little more disturbing. But if you guys enjoyed, leave a like and definitely subscribe if you haven't already, and please share on social media. All the support is appreciated. I also have a Patreon and a Buy Me a Coffee link if you want to support my channel. Alright, enjoy. When I was a little kid, we always used to go to this one park, upper from my street. And it was a very unique park. It was actually very interesting the way it was laid out and the different types of playgrounds, the bathrooms, the slides, the stairwell behind the park. There's some unique things I'm going to tell you in this story today, and you're going to want to wait till the end because the ending is actually horrifying. And like I said in the beginning, viewers' discretion is advised, but I think you will like the story overall, so definitely stick around. So, when I was younger, we went up to this park, and we always went up here because it was like a little bit of a hike to get up it. It was up a real steep hill. It was about a block up. And when you get into this park, off to the left is a basketball court. A really old, rusty fence, though, went around the basketball court. And off to the right were really old swings. I mean, these swings and this court was from like the 1940s and 50s. This was a very old park. It was very unique in that way. And then across, there was a bathroom. And this bathroom was original. I mean, this bathroom's been here for 60, 70 years. It's very old. The old brick, cinder bricks, and the walls were all like rusty, and there was sinks, and there was so much graffiti in there. But it wasn't normal graffiti. This graffiti was very unique in its own way. It was very just disturbing, right? Like the letters, the way the fonts were, and the sinks were the old sinks. It had like the 3 little notches in it for the water comes out, like right below where the faucet is. It was for the overflow. But you can tell these style sinks were actually very old. And the rust that was coming down it, some of it even looked like blood because it's been so rusty for so many years. These old ceramic sinks. And not to mention where you went to the bathroom, go number one, they were these really long, disturbing looking, like tube structures that you pee in. And it was just so weird, like, to see that. If you ever saw the original movie It, and when the girl was in the bathroom with the sink and the blood was coming out, it really reminded me of that scene when I went in there. Because unfortunately, I did see that movie a lot of times as a kid. I actually saw a lot of horror movies, which is probably why I'm into this content so much, and I enjoy this storytelling. It makes a lot of sense. But it always reminded me of that in those bathrooms. There was something so disturbing and eerie about it, something off-putting that I couldn't really put my finger on other than how old and outdated the bathrooms were, with the rust coming out of the walls from the pipes, and just the style of the bathroom. I mean, one of the stalls didn't even have a door on it, yet the plumbing still worked. And the other toilet was so clogged you couldn't even use it, and I'm pretty sure it's been out of commission for 20 years. It just looked like it's been sitting there, molding there for so long. It was very weird, and it was so strange. Like, it was a functional park in my town, yet the bathroom was never taken care of. I mean, the thing was original. It was so odd. But anyways, when you leave the bathroom, it has like a really weird red painted roof on the underneath, and then like old like concrete slab roof. You could tell it's an old park. It didn't even have the proper roofing back then. And so when you leave the bathroom, you're going down, you're looking, there's this slide. And it's an old plastic slide. I believe it was yellow, but it was very decayed. There was rust on the handles going up to it, and there was like a playground around it. Everything was just so disturbing about that slide. But I'm going to get back to that slide near the end of the video, and you guys are going to want to see why. And as you go down more, it actually goes to the slope. So the park's like this. It's hill, 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 and then basketball court over here. And right there, there's wood chips and there's this disturbing red painted rhino figure that you would climb on. It was a jungle gym. Horrible. I hated seeing the thing. I was like, what is this? Why is this here? And why is it so ugly? It's so, in a sense, it was kind of grotesque. It had red paint and rust was coming through. I mean, to be honest, if you're a kid, you can get tetanus. You should probably have your tetanus shot going on this thing because there were so many paint chipped with rust on it and rusty metal coming through all over this rhino. And it was a very faded red. It was all discolored, and it had a big rhino head, and it was not pretty. It was very ugly. It was creepy. It gave me nightmares as a kid, actually. I wish I had a picture of it. If I find one, I will definitely insert it in this video because it was so terrifying. It was beyond this world. It was just so disturbing. It sent chills down my spine, this rhino. And no one else liked it around town. Everyone knew about it from what I knew. And so I never climbed on it, not only because it was so disturbing looking, but because of the rust and the paint coming off. I didn't want to go near or be anywhere beyond this thing within its vicinity because I felt like it was possessed. You know, I went to church a lot as a kid, and I believe in these things truly because certain things have lingering spirits or entities around it. You can feel that. You can feel that sense, and when you're a kid, you really feel that. It's a strong feeling that you have when you don't usually have as an adult because your mind's full with so many other things going on. So that rhino I stayed away from, and I always had nightmares about it. I'm going to stop talking about it now, but it really did have an effect on me. And even thinking about it now kind of makes me have these feelings of, ooh, like what was that? And then behind the rhino, there was this rusty 1940s or 50s steel bar that was actually blocking an old road that went down to another road, but it was like a cliff at this point. It was all grown in with bushes and everything, and then off to the right was an old stairwell that you actually couldn't even go on. The concrete was actually collapsed down. You couldn't even go down the stairs. And it was blocked off with tape because they didn't want anyone going on it. They didn't want any kids going on it. But it's always unique because in these old towns, especially with a lot of hills, they have these old stairwells. Lock them off because they don't want to actually do maintenance on them or they don't want to restore them. In my opinion, it'd be great because it's another way for people and kids to exercise if they actually open these stairs. But it was really creepy, odd stairs. If I can find the picture, I'm certainly going to put it in here. If not, I'm going to get a reference photo for you. But, let's get back to the slide now. Okay, so this is the part I say about have discretion, viewers' discretion, because there was a story that I heard when I was younger, and more recently again, is that this little girl went down the slide and the hoodie strings got caught on the slide, and that happened. She died, and God rest her soul. Prayers are out to her and her family for that. But that was what happened on that slide that was still in that park. And that's why it felt so haunted, and everyone had this really disturbing, eerie feelings going in this park because this happened to someone, and they couldn't get her down in time. The slide got the best of her. It really is sad, and it's disturbing to even have to have known that, and be told that as a kid. So you always wonder, like, was something actually, getting her at that point, or did something, lure her down that slide that was maybe potentially possessing this slide? We will never know, but condolences to the parents and the family who lost that girl that day. I tried finding some news articles on it and something, but I could not find anything. If I do, I will certainly put it in the video or put a description to the link. But that was the upper park near my house. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. It was definitely more unique and different. There was a different style to that. Because I remember when I was a kid, that thing was really eerie and off-putting. And there was so much to it. It was this disturbance level that I can't really put my hand on. I can't even put my finger on it. You know, I just remember the most disturbing thing so vividly in that park. You know, it's like, what do you do in this situation when you have to deal with something like that, you know? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment with some feedback. Definitely appreciate it. I'm trying out some new lighting, some different techniques. You guys, definitely let me know what you think. If you haven't, again, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. It's greatly appreciated. It helps the algorithm, help my channel grow. Putting a lot of work into this. And definitely subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate all your support. And remember, I'm also on Spotify. You can listen to all my videos on Spotify. All links are in the description below. And have a great night and a great day. Stay safe.